Hey guys and dolls, welcome back. So I kind of wanted to do a step-by-step video today for you because I get to ask this so much about everything that I believe you need to know about covering a spot. As you guys know from my recent skincare routine video and several other videos, my acne is gone. Finally. My triggers are stress and dairy, primarily milk and anything containing whey, which is everything delicious such as dairy chocolate, crisps, just everything. Fret not, there are alternatives. Yeah, they're my triggers, and then my skincare routine has also drastically helped me to get my face. But basically when the monthly monster comes, I still get a couple of spots, and usually I use dream dots, which are these little patches you kind of put onto your spot to take the swelling and redness down overnight. I usually would use one of those. They've saved my life because they've stopped me from picking, but I'd run out and I had a bit of a whopper. It wasn't even that big, it was just painful and I could not stop myself from picking at it. I didn't even realize I was doing it, and then this happened, and as you can see, the redness around the spot area is so bad. It's right here, let's just not look there. I'm trying to draw my attention to my lips and my eyes, which is another good tip for makeup and spots. Yeah, I couldn't help but picking, and then I got this crazy. So I thought I'd take this opportunity while it's there to kind of tell you the steps I usually take to cover it up. And there's so many different ways that I do this, so many different products that will work. There's no one magic product, so I hope you enjoy this little video. Two things I just want to say first. Even if you do have spots, please stop hating your skin and thinking, oh, it's disgusting. It's not. It is completely normal, and at least 80% of the population will get some form of acne in their lifetime. That is a statistic, so don't you argue with me, I see you. The more that you hate on your skin and stress about your skin, the worse it will get. It's a vicious cycle. Definitely work on accepting your skin as it is. Just be like, yep, got acne, gonna sort it, and in the meantime, I've got makeup. Brings me to another part of that point. I don't believe in using makeup as a tool to fool people because it doesn't fool anyone. To me, I love using makeup to enhance my own confidence because of the ridiculous society that we live in, where we all feel very judged. Even when we're not being judged, we feel that we are, and that is the way this world is. I am getting a lot better at accepting myself and going outside with no makeup on. I've actually run into several people, subscribers and YouTubers, makeup free, so I don't rely on makeup, but the odd time picks me up, you know what I'm saying? It picks me up off the ground. My second point is that when you have got active acne, you're not going to be able to hide the bumps. No matter how hard you try, all you'll be able to do is address the redness of your skin and make it a lot less obvious. So treatment of the acne definitely has to be given priority. For some people that's medication. That didn't work for me, made me crazy, gave me depression. I chose to go the natural route and try and address my lifestyle and take a whole lifestyle approach and tackle it through several different steps, which I've addressed before. So yeah, what we're looking to do here is just minimize its obviousness. Look at me, I'm a spot, I'm a big spot, I'm on your face, look! Ooh, thanks natural lighting for changing there. Okay, so when covering a big nasty red mark or spot, pimple, zit like this, what I would use is a decent foundation. Oftentimes I'll go with one from the drugstore, although my favorite one of all time is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I will use a really good camouflaging concealer, many excellent ones from the drugstore, and I will set that with a powder or alternatively a setting spray depending on your skin type. I find powder usually works best for me when my skin is very oily, and then a setting spray when my skin is very dry. I feel that good brushes are essential for doing this. You can, of course, do some of it with your fingers, but I just think that the overall finish is a lot better when you've got good brushes or even a good sponge. So my favorites personally are the Real Techniques brushes. These are available in the drugstore. They were designed by the wonderful Pixie Woo from YouTube, and they are so well loved on YouTube by everyone into beauty. If you've not tried them, check them out. The core collection is fab. I think it just won a Cosmo Beauty Award as well, which is The buffing brush is my favorite. It's similar to the Expert Face Brush. And then also Real Techniques have got a sponge similar to the Beauty Blender, which I've reviewed before, and I'll link that down below. I reviewed the brushes too, so they'll be down there. Real Techniques have these eye brushes as well, which I often use for concealer, and also Sephora have some great brushes. Just go with whatever brush line you enjoy or that you already have. Make sure they're clean, and make sure you have one for blending and applying, and then one for spot concealing. First step, always start with a prepped face, and by that what I mean is make sure your skin is prepped for makeup. My skincare routine at night leaves my skin great by the morning time. I use a facial cleansing brush called the Soniclear, and that has made my skin very smooth, gotten rid of all the dry flaky patches I used to have where foundation would cling to. I use a serum which softens my skin, so I'm left with a great canvas for applying products. An optional step, depending on where your spot is located, is a primer, and primers will usually make your makeup last a very long time. I'll show you some of my favorite primers here. There's so many different types. You've got luminizing primers, you've got primers that kind of fill in the pits and acne scars. If you want a whole video all about primers, do let me know, because I'd be happy to do one for you. I have planned videos such as my top 5 foundations and all that jazz too. So once your skin in the morning is clean and prepped, so you've washed away the oil and you've applied a nice serum or moisturizer, whatever your shiz is, whatever way you like to go about prepping your skin, then it's time for the products. So if you are going with the primer, you would put on that first and give it a couple of minutes just to settle down on your face and do its little thing. This is like having a second skin, and yeah, I do love primers. I don't often wear them because sometimes when I wear makeup I kind of would put it on for maybe a few hours and then take it off, but if I'm wearing it for a whole day and I need to go around walking and traveling, then I'll defo go with a primer. But after that, what you want to do is take your foundation of choice. You can use BB creams, you can use CC creams, whatever you want, and the idea with this is to do a thin veil of the foundation so that the parts of your skin that do look good are not caked with makeup. There's nothing worse than a big full-on masky cake face of makeup, and I used to make this mistake rather often, even when I started YouTube. This is a learning curve. I can be forgiven. I forgive myself, god damn it. So with your tool for blending, whether that be a buffing brush or a sponge, apply a thin layer of that to your skin in the affected area. That is just to even out your skin tone. Then it's time to go in with the concealer. Some people like to use a clean finger, so you can use a hand sanitizer or wash your hands first. Some people will apply the concealer directly to their ring finger and pat that into the spots. So if I had one here, I would do gentle motions like that all in and around it until it was completely blended. Some people like me like to apply it with a brush, and I will slowly dab it in all around the red affected area. Then afterwards I will take my blending tool once again and I will blend that or buff that in and around so that it kind of blends in with my foundation. My favourite concealer for this by far is Dermablend, but if you can't get Dermablend, there is Boing from Benefit. There's this Catrice pot, which is a really great dupe for the very expensive concealer from MAC. Play around with concealers at the counters, test them on your neck to see if they oxidize, which means that they would go orange after a while of application, which is not nice when you apply your makeup and you're like, I'm beautiful, and then you go outside and you're like, I am an Oompa Loompa. It's not nice. So yeah, there's a multitude of concealers. Everybody has their own favorite one, and one great tip that a lot of my subscribers have given me, which I was doing this wrong before, is if you're getting a concealer that has a little applicator with a little sponge on the end, you know those kind of ones you take out and you usually would put it in around your eye area. If you're just using it for your eye area, that's fine, but if you're using that for blemishes, I'd advise you to not keep touching your spot and then putting it back into the concealer, because it's just kind of transferring the bacteria around and stuff. So if you're buying those type of concealers, first apply it to your hand and then, you know, do this or get your little brush. And so once that's done, once the concealer has been blended with the foundation, then you'll want to set that. So you can go in with a translucent powder or a skin colored powder, depending on what you like, or you can use a setting spray. Recently I've been using setting sprays so often. I just love the finish with them, and just the way my skin is right now, I seem to agree better with those. My favorite one is the vitamin E spray from the Body Shop. Adore it. It has got rose water and things like that as well, which are great for your skin. As an example for today though, I'm wearing powder, so you can kind of see how it's very matte and mattifying. So yeah, my best advice when you're covering a spot is just don't lash on the makeup all over your face, and drown out all your good skin, your lovely healthy skin, because you know, covering a spot is meant to make you feel more confident and meant to make you forget about it. But if you have that makeup all over your face, you're going to be very aware that it's there, and I just don't advise that at all. And following on from what I said earlier, focus on your lips, focus on your eyes, your eyebrows, focus on parts of your face that people are actually going to look at when they're talking to you. When you're talking to people, they'll more often than not be looking into your eyes. Windows to the soul. And also focus on your lips, because they're a great way to attract away from spots. Just smile. Smiling alone can cover up a feckin' spot. If you smile and you're talking to somebody, nobody is going to give a crap about your spot. So I hope that this was helpful, and you know, if you are getting those dry flaky patches, do ensure that you're prepping your skin and you're doing all these steps, and you're not going in with one without the other. You're not just concealing without first applying a base. You're not skipping concealer and just putting powder over the foundation, because then you're not getting the coverage that you want. That's all I got. That's all I got. Thanks a million for watching, and if you want more skin related videos, I have a whole playlist on my channel, and do subscribe for more. Bye guys! But yeah, you want to remove your makeup every time that you wear it. So I like to do a kind of oil cleansing method.